and start it over on YouTube. All right, let's get all this mess over here because we're going to have a big board tonight. Oops, my little Nomi over here. Okay. There we go. Hey, Nikki. Hello, hello. All right, everyone. This is not going to work over here on YouTube because my face is totally cut off, which might not be a bad thing, but hey, Shirley. I'm waiting to see. I did not say Siri. Siri is trying to come on my laptop. I said Shirley. What the heck? What the heck? Okay. Oh my gosh, you should see it going crazy.
I don't know what you mean by, hey Siri, I'm just adjusting to say I did not say Siri. Siri is trying to come on my laptop. I said, Shirley, what the heck?
I don't know if you guys could hear all that. That was pretty hilarious. Oh, you are so cute. Thank you so much, Nikki. All right, let's see. I think that's better. We're going to see how it goes. We're going to see how it goes. We may have to adjust a little more on that one. Did you guys hear it? Oh my gosh, that is crazy. All right. For those of you who do not know, I am Charlotte and you are watching Chalking with Charlotte. I am an independent designer with Chalk Couture and we specialize in silk screen transfers and chalk paste and inks that are permanent once heat set. So this is my website right here. If you guys can do these 3 things, that'd be amazing. And if you are over here on YouTube, if you can give me thumbs up and subscribe, that's even better. So also, I wanted to tell you the 3 ways that you can experience Chalk Couture for yourself. Go to my website, chalkcouture.com/Chalking with Charlotte, and you can shop. You can join the club for $19.99 a month. You get an exclusive B-size transfer. It's 8.5 by 11, plus 3 pastes. And every time we come out with a new catalog, you would get the full line catalog and free shipping. That is amazing. Plus cool deals every single month. So this month it's 25% off of sets of 3 of our new formula paste. There's 2 different ones. And then of course you can join my team and become a designer like me and get 40% off all the time. I say 50% because our paste packs of the 3 jars, we get 1 of the 2 packs for 50% off this month. That's like our cool things that we get. All right, so tonight we are going to do this big Mama Jamma, which is it is all the alphabet. And what we're going to do is we're going to tape off all of the letters for my friend, her son. His name is Gavin, and we're doing a makeover for his room. And so then we're also going to put this little owl down in the corner, hopefully. I'm pretty sure it's going to go just fine. Yes, I did find the owl, Nick. And what we're going to do is we're going to make all the rest of the letters kind of a hot mess and in some of the colors that he really, really likes. So I've got these colors like right here. These are ones that he picked. Let me show you how I know he picked them. See this owl? Now this I did not do on a live. This I did with Gavin. And what I did was I had him help me paint all different colors. And it's kind of washed out over here on, there we go. Over on YouTube. I'm trying to get both. There we go. And so it's like you paint different colors all over the place. Then you put down a vinyl of whatever you want once once your canvas is dry, and then you paint over the top of the vinyl, and you let that dry, and then you take the vinyl up, and it gives you a really cool picture. So that's what he and I did the other day, and I told him that it would be hanging in his room when he gets back from spring break. So we have to be people of our word here, and we got to get the rest of his room all done up, because we put his new bed together and everything the other day, and his new desk. And so now we're just trying to get some artwork in there. So this is our 18 by 18 Sylvie board, white Sylvie board. So this is what we are doing for in his room, and we're going to get stuck in my room right now. Sometimes I just need, just a couple more feet in here. I keep telling my husband, hey, Hubs, we can knock out the wall and move it back a little bit and give me a couple more feet. He's just not down for that. I just don't get it, because that's his side over there for his stuff. And, and he thinks that he needs all that space. I don't know why, just saying. He could give it to me. Just not down for that. Okay, so I'm going to wipe this down just to make sure. I mean, it's been in a box, but, we live in the desert. Everything gets dusty in the desert. So we want to make sure that we get all of that. And then we are going to write on the back of this one, because I have not used it yet. But I'm super excited about how this is going. Hey, Sandy, how are you over on Facebook? All righty. So we're doing like a little makeover on this guy's room. So we want to get it like all decked out and cool, since he decided he wanted an owl and he liked the idea of this. So we're like, all right, I know exactly what we're going to do for him, because we're not sure exactly where the owls came in, but we're going for it. He's a cute guy. And it was fun crafting with him the other day. Lots of fun. Okay. Now, before I even want to see, just kind of stick it on here and then pull the rest of it off, and it kind of makes it easier. And then I can readjust with no problems. And I kind of want, let's see, because we want to make sure that we get all that. Ooh, and I think I am going to fuzz it just a tad, because I don't have it sitting down like really a whole lot. It's not super sticky, so I think we'll be okay. This is not a super sticky one, so I think we'll be okay. This is an older one, but it is still in the catalog. Oh, can you imagine a quilt block done the way that we're going to do this? For my quilters out there, you can use some ink. So Vivian and Shirley and my other quilters and Sandy. Okay, I have got it kind of over that way just a little bit more. Okay. Just because I want to give plenty of room for the little owl that we're going to put on here. So I'm kind of moving it over just a tad. And that's what's so cool about this. Okay, when we did that owl, once I put it down, that was it. I was finished. It was done. I know we should have taken a video of us doing that. Nikki says over here on Facebook that she wishes she would have taken a video of us crafting the other day and him picking all the paint colors and then putting them on and stuff. It was so adorable. I'm telling you guys, it was absolutely adorable. Okay, now I just got to get all the wrinkles out. And I am going to get my new handy dandy squeegee. That is a silicone squeegee. Oh, look at this, guys. I am one of those people now that have glasses like in every room and still can't find them. That's me. Yep, I am now one of those people. I was looking for some of my other pairs and I got in my Jeep today and there was like 3 pairs sitting there. I was like, aha, that's where they're at. Okay, so I'm just filling, making sure that I've got all the air bubbles out. And you can kind of hear them. So pull this up because I got a nice crease right there. We don't want those creases. Like there's a good size air bubble in this G. And we are going to utilize that G for Mr. Gavin. And I've seen this done for offices and everything. So it doesn't have to be just for a kid. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, that should be pretty good. So now I'm going to take this. Now I could use our placement tape that is like washi tape. Hey, Caitlin, how are you over here on Facebook? I could take that, but this is wider and it's a 3M. They call it delicate for delicate surfaces, which they also say washi tape on here. You can use washi tape. Don't use painter's tape though. Okay. And so what I am going to do now is I am going to cover the letters I don't want yet. So these are all the letters of his name that we are going to cover first. So we're going to make sure we get those all covered. And I may take a little piece of placement tape there. Oh, we'll just cut it this way. Then I can use it. So I just got this stuff at either Home Depot or Lowe's. They carry it. Or if you have washi tape, that works too. Okay, so let's see. We need a G. Goodness, bless you, Hubs. That was a big old sneeze. I don't know if you guys could hear that, but man, I sure did. So this prep work right here that we're doing is what is going to take the absolute longest out of everything that we do, because everything else is going to be like super quick and easy. But if I didn't do this, then what would happen is I would just get all over exuberant. And next thing I would know, the colors that I did not want would be on the letters and that I did not want it to be on. So this is my safeguard. Now, if you're like super good and don't get distracted like squirrel, then you don't even have to do this part. I'm just doing it because I'm a total squirrel person. So we're just going to put this on here, make sure that we've got all of it cut the way that we need so that we can get all the coverage on everything. Okay, so Gavin. Well, that was almost it. There we go. And then this N, which this one is pretty almost square. So we're going to have to use 2 pieces. It's always, like I said, it's always the prep work that takes the longest. The rest of it, it's like, boom, you got it. There we go. Okay. So I think we've got all of our letters. G, A, V, I, N. Okay. So there's all of our letters. Ooh. It's going to let me actually sprinkle the love. That never happens over on Facebook anymore. So this is why we have come over to YouTube, because it gets to be kind of a pain in the rear end on Facebook. Okay. So we are going to put distilled water in here to get it kind of a sour cream consistency in the new formulas, guys. So if you order now in the new formulas, you do not have to do this. This is our older formula, but in the new formula, which you will see, because we will be using our our white. That is the Creamy Dreamy Wonderful Paste. This one is like really one of those that's kind of the, I don't know, it's almost like a cottage cheese. Do you guys watch Dr. Pimple Popper? I think it's hilarious the way that everything is some kind of food. And it's like, some people that are squeamish are like, no, never going to eat that food again. Crack up. Because I'm all about that kind of stuff. Like, yes. But that and Dr. Tobro, oh my goodness. My daughter, she actually went in and got her ingrown toenail fixed, taken off, whatever. And because she watched Dr. Tobro and she's like, I do not want my toes to look like that. And so she went in and she had it done. And then she had to go back in and have it done again because she's like, they did not even do it right. They should have done it with the acid and made it to where it did not grow back, and it totally grew back. And so she just had it done again. And so now she's got to go back and get the next one done. It's like, oh, you poor thing. You poor thing. Okay, this one's not so bad. It's just a little dry. So we'll just give it a squirt. Like I said, I cannot wait until they get all the colors that I have, or at least most of the colors that I have, and I get to order all of that wonderful dreamy paste, because let me tell you, you don't have to worry so much about doing the paste and pill and stuff, because of the fact that it's not going to dry in our silk screens the way that this formula does. So the newer formulas, so like if you become a club member and you get those paste packets, all those paste packets are all the wonderful new formula. Why did I throw my paper towel away when I'm going to use it in 2 seconds, people? My goodness. What am I doing? So, okay. For those of you that have been following me for a while, for like the last year, I have had this can of chalk paint that I've used to paint different surfaces and stuff for the past year. It finally gave out, and I had to go and buy a new can. So I didn't think it was like the never ending chalk paint, because I would paint like my boards and stuff before I would chalk on them with our chalk paste, and it was just white chalk paint. So not to be confused with our chalk paste, because our chalk paste is a paste that dries. It dries hard, but depending on what surface that you wax, or one of our chalkboards, you can totally change the artwork. In fact, we will be changing the artwork. I'm not sure if we'll do it tonight, but because I have this one frame that I'm having a hard time getting right now, and I need it for this makeover that we're doing. So I'm going to take one of my frames and just that I've done artwork on, and just wash it off and put the artwork on it for Gavin, so that he can have his artwork all finished by the time he gets back from spring break. Because that is our goal. His mama's and my goal is to get his room all finished up. Okay, we're almost finished, because I think it's just going to be these colors here. So this is going to be the last of the stirring it up here. Oh, this one's really dried out. Some of them they haven't been used a lot, so then they don't get stirred up as often. Okay, there we go. Now we're ready to play. Like I said, prep work is the main thing. Okay, so we are doing a hot mess on this, which is just putting a bunch of colors on here, and then we're gonna kind of smear them all around and make it really cool. Okay, for lack of a better word, that's what we're doing. All right, well, we'll just start right there. Okay, I'm gonna put that over there. Okay, so I'm gonna take some of this and I'm just gonna kind of dab it around. This was very similar to the very first color that he picked when we were doing the owl. So we want to make sure that we have this in there. Okay. And then this was close to another color he picked. So we'll put that all over in here. And I'm working kind of fast because we don't want it to dry out. And normally I would be more careful about color mixing, but you know, whatever. I'm ready to change out all my colors anyway. Okay, and he was really digging on the like greenage and everything. So we're going to make sure that we've got that color. Okay, now that's kind of dark. So I am going to go ahead and get another, just kind of smooch this around. I don't have anything on that T. Okay, and then the last one. This is the fun. This is the fun right here. I love doing this because you never know what it's going to make, and it always looks cool. And you're like, how did that come out of that? Okay, here we go. Make sure all these are taped down good. All right, here we go. And we are just going to squeegee this everywhere. Trying to get that little piece of M right there. Oh, and my tape wants to come up on this. I don't know why I have my scissors sitting. Oh, because I was doing the tape. That's why. Okay, now normally I would totally keep whatever the excess is. But when I'm doing a hot mess, I don't. Trying to get this little piece right here. And then we got to get this guy. And then this one over in here. And we are going to do the pull method, the paste and pull. Now, Nikki, that might be a cool color to do on the owl, hon. For the body of the owl. I'm going to stick it right here because look at that color. That might be really cool just to put on the body of the owl and then do the copper over the top of it. You have to tell me what you think, babe. I think my husband's getting ice cream. Oh my goodness. Yesterday I was like, okay, I'm going to be really, really good. And then I was having really bad heartburn. And I'm like, oh, you know what? Bowl of ice cream sounds good. Oh, you know, let's put some chocolate sauce on that ice cream. Let's put some some a strawberry. Oh, and we need some pineapple. Oh yeah, I got in all the things on that one. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm doing really good here. Okay. Sounds good to you? All right. So I'll just stick that over there because we're going to do that in just a second. So now I'm going to pull this up. And you kind of pull just straight up. There we go. I can't even see it. You guys get first dibs here. Oh my gosh, I love it. What do you think, Nick? Okay, now I'm going to lay it back down. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to take off all the tape. Okay. And I'm going to remove that right there because that is like so close. I'm going to use a small one. Like, I don't know where I just that paper towel I just had. Oh, it's right here. Okay. So we have a small squeegee. All right, now if you get, and when you, excuse me, when you get the new paste, you want to take it off and take off this protector. It's almost like a styrofoam protector. And put this styrofoam protector in the lid. Okay? Because it helps it to stay creamy, dreamy, wonderful. There we go. See how much smoother this is? I cannot wait to get all my colors in this new formula. It's like they are making paste as fast as they can. And it's all going to be the new formula. Because they make it in-house. So they are making it as quick as they can. Okay. So now let's do this G. Now, do you guys see what we're doing? This is his name done in the white so that it's going to pop like crazy. So then he'll be able to look at it and be like, that's my name. That's me. Just trying to get air bubbles out here. And it's so cool because there's like so many different types of letters on here. And some have more distressing than others. So it's pretty awesome. And then our very last one. Now with this new formula, I don't have to hurry as much. That is another cool thing. Can you tell I like this new formula? Maybe just a little. Okay. There's all of that. I'm going to put this over here and we're going to pull this puppy up and see what we got. Oh my goodness, that is so cool. Okay, I'm just saying. I've got a little tiny bleed right here that I can fix up no problem. But otherwise, oh my gosh. And that was just because there was a air bubble right there. Oh my gosh, I'm loving it. Now, the new paste, it does take a little bit longer to dry. So, oh my gosh, this is beautiful. Okay, I might like it. Yeah. I just might. Okay, so now we're going to get that owl down here. I'm going to put this over here. We're going to wash this up in just a minute. Okay, I am just putting all this excess into this tray here so that I have plenty of it, and I'm going to mix it up a little. So that we can do the owl. And we're going to put the owl right here in this corner. All right, let me close these bad boys up real quick. Now, the one thing with the new paste, you can do your whole project and not worry about doing the whole close up real quick because it's not going to dry out like our old paste. So many new wonderful goodness things about our new paste. I'm telling you guys. That's it, Nikki. It is creamy, dreamy. What's not to love? Okay. So now we are going to we're going to use our copper because you guys all know copper is life. And he's just got to have a little bit of me in there. Okay. So now, Nikki, which do you want? We have this, like the inside of the body and around the eyes. And then we have the rest of the owl. So A or B for copper. You're just fangirling inside. Oh, Nikki, you're so cute. Okay, so A, Jordan says A for copper. This one, this is the one I said for copper, right? A. You guys, you know how I am. I ask you a question and then I'm like, which one was A? You know me. Okay. So we're going to make sure that's nice and dry up there. Oh my gosh, he is going to be so stinking cute. So stinking cute. All right, I just want to make sure that he's lined up good. So that we can get all of him in here without okay. All right, so A right here. He is going to be adorbs. Oh, he's so adorbs. Okay, so we got to get some copper because they got to have a little tiny bit of me in their room. Is that creepy? It's not. I love these boys. It just sounded a little creepy there for a second. Sorry, Jordan. I didn't mean to creep on you. Jordan has some copper and he's like, it's because I have to have some of Charlotte in there. And I'm like, touche. Okay. So we got little owl. We're going to get this really nice and dry. Yes and no. Jordan says yes and no. A little creepy, but not really, huh? You just finished on bunnies, Robin? Oh. I'm so bad. I'm so behind on my Easter. I can't even believe Easter is like where it's at. I just can't, trying to get that cooled down a little bit. In fact, the other night, guys, I haven't even put this up, but well, hello, everything falls. It's okay. It's okay. Everything falls. I totally forgot, you guys. I forgot the ears on here the other night. See, look, we were making this the other night. Totally forgot to put the ears on. Yep, I did that. That was me. So the ears are still not glued in. Yeah, I don't know why I'm spacing it so bad on Easter. Yeah. Easter's kind of hard for us now. That was always something that we did with my in-laws. And it's just kind of hard. And so then after my in-laws, we kind of did it with my mom and dad a little bit. But it was, thank God it wasn't something that was huge with my mom and dad. Now for my sister, it was. So my sister's like, I don't even want to do Easter at my house. I want the kids to do it at theirs because I'm not ready for that yet. We had to go through, Thanksgiving and Christmas. We're not ready for another holiday without my mama. So we're just like, no. But I'll be enjoying my new grandbaby for Easter. So yeah, the bunnies, I have them. I got the bunnies. They're really cute, the little bunny cutouts, but I didn't order the the bunny transfer because I figure I'll just do something else. And yeah, haven't done it. Have not done it. It's like I'm going to have to get my butt in gear and get Easter stuff done. I did really good with St. Patrick's Day, though. That should count for something, right? I think it should. Okay, now remember, this is just a mix of everything that we put here that we took and mixed it up. That's the fun thing, you guys. You can make your own dang colors. Because, oh, my lampa. That is danged adorable. Okay, so we just have to clean up that one little end spot right there. Look at this guy. I want to try and get up close to the cameras. How freaking cute! So that is our Gabby Gavs. I'm going to show you how easy it is to clean it up. All right, let me do some stuffs over here. Okay, so this is one that is kind of a mix that I do a lot of. Kind of these colors, it kind of gets into that color. So I'm going to put all of this in there because I can totally reuse all this. It's a little darker than what's in here because what is in here is just Tide and shoot, what's the other one? Tide and Teal. So you can see it's kind of just a little bit different, but I love it. So when I have a color mix that I super love, it goes into one of my empty jars so that I can reuse it. Now I need to get it off of this edge, otherwise it'll just dry, which that's what's happened to a lot of this here. So if my upline with Sean, he's the jar police, the jar Nazi. That's what Ken calls him. And he checks everybody's jars and stuff. Yeah. Sean, my jars are bad. You can come clean my jars though. I'll let you. It's like I try to keep up on them, but honestly, I'm bad. I'm really bad at it. Okay. So I'm using my detail tool. This is my detail tool. It has a little cap, which I am so shocked that I have not lost it yet. And so I'm just scraping a little bit of this away right here where it kind of had that air bubble. And then right here, there was a little air bubble. Okay. So now I will get a Q-tip, and I have to find that Q-tip because not the Q-tip. I don't have my non-alcoholic Windex. Okay. Non-alcoholic Windex. Okay. I think it doesn't have ammonia in it. So my sober Windex is not in here right now. It's probably over with my Glowforge stuff, honestly. But that's pretty good. I will just grab that Windex and use it later. But isn't that stinking adorbs? Jordan, we're not talking about that. I think the owl looks amazing now. I did not see your comment earlier, Jordan, but I think we're good. Because this is one of the colors that Gavin picked out the most in the paint. Jordan says, what about adding some white to the hot mess color and some white? Oh, making the owl white. Well, it's over. He needs Charlotte. I think he's adorbs. And it'll go great with the little throw that his mama got him. So, anyways, yep. No, too late now. I didn't see that comment. Sorry. Okay, so now I'm going to set this aside. We'll be putting this up on Gabby Gav's wall tomorrow. So I'll put this over here. Okay, no room over here. Wait just a minute, guys. I'll be right back. Okay. Now we're going to clean up our mess. Oh my goodness. I just stepped on a piece of ink. I mean, a piece of, not ink. I'm telling you guys, all the things today. All right. So I'm just putting this, submerging it into our water bath. Now, I did not have it submerged in here. Before, because we don't want to just have our transfer soaking. So I'm just kind of rubbing my hands over this, especially with our bigger ones. A lot of times I'll like take them into the shower and stick them up on the shower up on the shower wall and use my shower head and like squeegee it all over the place. Okay. So let's move this back over here. As I probably dumped the whole thing. It wouldn't even surprise me. Okay, I'm gonna get my board eraser and get it wet. Okay. See, it doesn't matter if it folds all up on you. You can totally unfold it. Just gently pull it apart. And normally when it gets wet, it just hasn't gotten totally wet in between those spots. Because normally when it does, it won't even still stick to itself. But if you get scared, all you do is just take it over to the faucet and just stick it in under the sink and start pulling apart, and then it'll just release. But you just work it slow, nothing to worry about. Just go slow with it. See, no bigs. No bigs. Except the transfer. The transfer is a big transfer. It is an 18 by 18 transfer. It is what we call our D size transfer. And I'm just going to start scrubbing it up with my board eraser. Just get a little bit, kind of move it this way, and then we'll get some more of it. Now, a lot of times I will take like a paper towel first, but because I was rubbing my hands like on it and kind of loosening the paste so it would come off, I I didn't do that, but I will do it soon just because I want to be able to get a lot of this off. So let's go ahead and do that. You guys should see the top of my laptop. It's a good thing I got one cover on it anyway. It's like water gets flung. Such a pretty color that it made. Okay, see, and I'm just kind of drying it, and it's getting all of that paste off of it. We will do the backside also. Let me get under here. It's a good thing the camera's not on the on the computer, because I just moved the computer all over the place right there. Okay, now I could submerge it again, or else I can just use my mister and kind of get some more, because like right there, I'm seeing that there is paste in here still. So we just kind of scrub that up. Now they do say with the new paste to immediately wash it up because it can stain your transfers. And it's okay if it stains your transfer. As long as your silk screens are clean, it's not going to hurt your transfer at all. Okay. Well, hello, Tina. How are you over on Facebook? Remember, tonight we are on Facebook and YouTube both. So tonight, I think, I don't know. Do we want to do another one? What do you guys think? You guys tell me what you're up for. Because I know it's a work night for a bunch of you. And I was on late because I went shopping for curtains. I didn't find any that I wanted. And I had like the old ones that had like the valance that was attached to my curtains. And so I'm like, well, screw that. Cut that off and hemmed it up, flipped it. And yep, that's what I did. So that's why I was a little late getting on tonight, because I was working on my curtains. Okay, Nikki, I bet you want to do wishes so that we can get the rest of his room done. Is that the one you want? Jordan's probably like, hey, now, what about mine? The next one that we're going to do is a retired transfer, but that does not mean that I will not make it for you. I can make it to order. It's just one that I don't have any extras. So, and I'm going to show you cool stuff about our paste. That's right. Nikki can be up later tonight because she's not working tomorrow. And we are having a girls' day. And we are going to finish that room. So I probably am going to have to take those frames over to your house to paint so that we can see if we want them in there or not. Okay, so this one is pretty good. It's still a little not completely dry, but that's okay. Now, I'm going to show you an easy way to put this on. Now, I say easy. It's not really my huge forte. Miss Shirley on here, she is like my go-to. Put the backers back on the transfers. She's my go-to girl. Okay. So if you put down and then put the transfer, I'm going to wipe it a little drier. I have found that it's a little bit easier to get the backer on for our big transfers, because our big transfers, they do take a little bit of practice to get things put on where they need to go. Okay, so I'm just going to set that over there. We're going to wash up the owl and the owl body. So we'll wash these up real quick, and then I'll show you how to change out artwork on existing chalk couture boards. So now remember, when you use shimmers like to stay on here. I'm just going to use just a little bit of water and a Norax sponge and just kind of, I'm only doing that on the front side. On the back side, I'm going to use the sponge part itself. And then it gets most of the shimmer, because the shimmer likes to stay. It's kind of like glitter, except it's not like glitter in the fact that, you know, you do one project of glitter and it's everywhere. It just likes to kind of stay on your transfer. Now we'll get the big boys out here with the, whoa, well, hello. Wants to follow me everywhere. Okay, so let's throw this one back over here on its backer. And remember, always write on the back of your backer, because then you're not likely to put it on the wrong way. Don't ask me how I know, because let me tell you, you kind of get a quick panic and you probably are going to lose a backer. Your transfer is usually still fine, but yeah, you're going to lose backer, because you have to take it over to the sink and you have to sit there and you have to scrub it up. It's a fun one. Okay. So just right on the back. Save yourself heartache. All right, let me go get this other piece that we are going to remake, and I'm going to show you how to change out your artwork. Okay. This big guy is an 18 by 24. I'm going to grab a rag here and I just dusted the other day. Sorry you guys missed it. It's the desert. It's lovely. It's what happens. Okay, so what we're going to do is we are going to spray it down. Now, I'm spraying it down with distilled water, but you do not have to use distilled water. It's just because that's what I have in my mister, because that is what I put in my paste when They need a little zhuzhing up. Okay. So I'm just going to put all this on here. Now, this is how we change out our artwork. My husband would really like me to change out the one on the back door because it says Winter Wonderland still. Yes, it does. You know, it's a busman's holiday kind of thing. Yeah, he doesn't do things that he does at work. I don't do things I do in here. Always. Okay, so this is our chalk scraper. Okay, so I'm just going to start scraping this up. And so what the water does is it reconstitutes our paste. So I guess if you're like really, really super hard up and it's something that is really super heavy with paste, I wonder if you could reuse it. I have no idea. I've always wondered that. Like, I really need that color. Can I scrape it off of there and reconstitute it and put it on something else? I don't see why not. Haven't needed to do that, but hey, you never know. Pandemic, toilet paper, paste, it's a thing. Okay, so I am just scraping all this up. Now, there is some shadowing, but once I get the board eraser, after we get this all cleaned up, I'm going to take the board eraser to it, and then the shadowing will go away. And they made this to where it won't scratch our boards. And I have pieces that I change out quite regularly, especially the one on my back door, the one that should have already had, Thanksgiving. That one holiday that we just had, St. Patrick's Day. Yeah, that one. Yeah, that didn't get done. It's okay. They got their corned beef. They got their cabbage. I cooked for 5 hours. What more do they want? He wanted a St. Patrick's Day truck on the back door. Guess what? It did not happen. It's okay. All right, Robin. So good to see you, hun. Robin is ducking out on us. It is her bedtime. She is the teacher. I wonder if she is off on spring break. They are in Washington. Okay, so there's that. Now I'm going to take this guy because I can't reach the other one. I'm just going to get a little wet. Okay. See, look at that. It totally has disappeared. Totally disappeared. Now, if you do not have a board eraser, you can try using a Mr. Clean on cleaning surfaces. I would say for our transfers, just use like a paper towel and water. Because they have changed the formula on our transfers. They were saying it's okay. Now, I haven't heard one way or the other, but there was some controversy as to whether or not it was okay to use Mr. Clean on the new transfers. So if your transfer has a W on it, it means it is a water-based transfer. And so I just don't our whatchamacallits are pretty inexpensive. Our board erasers. Okay, so now that I've got it wiped back down, I'm going to go back over it with our sponge so I can finish getting the shadowing off. Because like all the shadowing except for this spot right here is gone. Down here. I just like to go over it until I know that there is not any shadowing left. And sometimes you have to go over it a little bit more when it's the shimmer. But how cool is this? Then you can get your statement pieces of frames, and just when Gavin decides he doesn't want this piece anymore, no big deal. We will just take it and wash it off and put something else on it. That's what's so cool about this. I'm just drying it, making sure that I've got all my shadowing off. Okay, I got to scrub it up there just a little bit more. Like I said, especially with the shimmers, you just have to make sure that you've got you just got to work it just a little bit more. But, you know, just like our transfers, the shimmer likes to stay. It likes to hang out. I'm looking to see if I can see anything else. I can't really, but I'll just go over it just to make sure. And it's just in the construction of our boards. I know people that they have like certain boards on their walls at all times, and they are constantly changing out the artwork, like each quarter. What we call our quarter for Chalk Couture. So when new catalogs come out or new seasons. Okay, that should be pretty good. Let me make sure I get all this down here. So we'll wipe it back down. That's good. Okay. I'm going to get one more clean, just because I like to make sure artwork is totally off. That one is like got another color on it. Well, hello. Maybe I'm gonna. I'll just get it just a little wet. And what's cool is when you have a new sponge, it has these nubbies on it. That's why I'm like, okay, we'll go over it one more time with the nubbies. There we go. Okay, so we got to make sure that we put this in our description for our YouTube channel that we are changing artwork. Didn't even think about it. All right. That's for good, for good, for good, for good. Use my microfiber. Now I want to make sure it's dry because we are going to put a transfer on here. I'm going to just grab my heat tool and just dry it up real quick. All right, there we go. Nice and beautimous. All beautimous again. Okay, so we are going to use this Never Stop Making Wishes. Okay, let me write on the back. Sorry, guys, it's kind of at an angle because there's just no space. All right, so I'm going to start the bottom. And I'm just going to put it down here. And then I'm just going to pull it up. Just like that. And then it's easier to just kind of move things where I want them. Nikki, I totally forgot what colors we are doing the letters. Wow, I'm good. I just remember the stems. Are we just doing like the bright blue or are we doing a hot mess? Now I'm going over each letter. What about doing these words in ombre? Okay. Is that what that was supposed to say? Oh gosh, that didn't work. I think it is. I think it's supposed to be ombre. So I'm just going over the letters to make sure that there's no oh my gosh, I can hear my dog snoring. So our Lily had to go in and have surgery on her ear. She had a growth on her ear. And maybe it's the drugs. I don't know. Because I've never heard her do that. I mean, it could be It could be Sarge. It could be our other shepherd. I don't think it's Daisy. Daisy doesn't snore like that. I mean, she snores, but she doesn't snore like that. Okay, so I wasn't thinking that we were doing this one tonight. So let's figure out colors. Do we want to do, let me see. I'm going to have to move this a little so that I can kind of like, I have this one that we didn't use, this Blue Jay. You don't have your glasses on? Well, woman, get your glasses on. Making me work, you get your glasses on. Then there's the Forget Me Not. And I think we should do that mix down into the peacock. What do you think of that? Or we can even go like this. Or do you want, well, the green is going to be on the dandelion itself. Because we're going to do this green on the dandelion. And he likes all of these. I can just like kind of, you don't know, just do it and we'll just do it. I have to come up with a way to get more. Okay, which one is this one? This one is Morning Sky. I think, or should we just do like one letter or one row of words? We could go. Well, we could pick one. Either way, it's going to be kind of close to, okay, so over on Facebook, guys, I want to remember to always tell YouTube what's going on. So Nikki's asking, should we do all blue or the colors Gabby chose? Okay. Well, what we could do, all right, so there's 4 lines because there's never stop making wishes. So we could do each line a different color. We could do it that way. I think we need to get like the brightest, because I know that you really like the colors that we did. And I think it was this Forget Me Not. And this blue that I did on the back door. So I could do these 2 even. I'm just going to start mixing and you tell me. So that's this one. Okay, so Nikki is saying, let me see if I can see all of it. No, it's not going to let me see it. Really? Come on. Okay, so she's saying that she's a visual person and she's stumped. She knows that she wants the dandelions white with the creamy dreamy. Woohoo. And then the green stems. The rest I'll leave up to you. Is that what you're saying? Because it cut off at 2. All right. I think, because I'm trying to remember everything in the blanket that you just got. I'm thinking we're going to play. I don't know. So I'm just going to get some colors ready. And then we'll just go from there. How's that? This is one of our super dry, but I know that this color is such one that he likes too. And that's what I'm trying to do, is kind of the ones he really likes. I cannot wait to get this color in one of those wonderful pastes, guys. Because if you can see, it is kind of a hot mess. And not in a good hot mess way. Okay. So she says she's going to tell me if she likes it or hates it. Okay, this one's a little better than this one. So, and they're the same color. And I know that this is the one that we used on my back door that you really like. It's still pretty neat. It's like I really love this color, but I really dislike the texture of it. It's one of those ones that we just have to kind of deal with right now. Okay, so, and then, now these are the colors that we used before. So, do you like this one? This one we used in the alphabet. This is one that you seem to like. We could just do these two, or we could do these 3. What do you think of those 3? Ooh, let me get on camera. And then we can bring in this one also. Okay, you like all 4? Do you want me to start with dark, or do you want me to start with light? How about if I start with this one? Yes? I'll go this one, this one. Nope. I'm going to go that one, this one. Start with the darker. Okay, Jordan. I'll start with this one, this one, this one, this one last. Yes? Okay. Now the fun begins, trying to wrangle this beast. And hopefully you guys can all see it. He says, okay. I'm all, why isn't he saying okay over here on YouTube? Okay. So now this, we are going to do the pull and peel method. Because you can see that this kind of is just an interesting, it is not the creamy dreamy, okay? This one is not a creamy dreamy. But all the ones that you can order right now are all creamy dreamies. They are not doing any other formula but the creamy dreamy paste. So I just have to deal. I'm like, man, I need to do a ton of chopping because I've got a buttload of paste. That one's going to be kind of fun. That one might get a little bit of both. Because I don't know if you guys can see it. It's one little stem. So I'm trying to just get that in there. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and take off the excess. And then I'm going to pull this up. I think this will be good. Make sure I got all my spots covered. Okay. And pull this up. Oh my gosh, that's beautiful. Tell me what you think. What do you mean I don't read them? I do too. Just because it was later. Not even talking to you now. No. Because I don't read them. You're so cute. All right. So next one, we are going to do this one right here. Let me wipe this guy off. And I wasn't expecting him to comment on it. So funny. You guys crack me up. The abuse I take, I tell ya. Working long hours, long into the night. So that you boys can have your rooms made over. Am I dramatic enough yet? Have I gotten to major dramatics yet? Okay, here we go. Now we're going to pull this one up. Oh, I love it. You guys see? Can you guys see? Okay. All right. Get another one. Okay, this one, I think I'm gonna, I don't know. Nah. Alrighty. I'm going to work kind of quickly on this one because this one is wanting to kind of dry on me. I'm kind of feeling a little dryness. That sounded weird. The things that came out of my mouth. I feel like there is an air bubble right there that I might have to fix. This color's kind of making me work for it. I cannot wait for all creamy dreaminess. Trying to get it off of, ugh. All right. No, looks good. Can you guys see it? Okay, put that back down, and we are doing wishes. This has got to go. That is just too muchness. Too muchness on there. That one needs to be cleaned desperately. Okay. Let's do this guy. My other table that I had in here would take this big of a board, no problem, but then I couldn't walk around, and now that I have my Glowforge, it would not fit in here because it was just way too wide. Okay. Looks good. You guys will get to see it in a minute. Right now, I am going to do these white. All right, that feels like there is a lump of paste right there. Making sure that there is no air bubbles. Oh my goodness. Chris was saying that Disneyland is going to totally miss its chance if it doesn't play for the first time in forever. I was cracking up. When they open their gates. So that comment was because Nikki is over there saying, let it go, let it go. I can't see. Okay. So sorry I even tried, guys. All right. Just getting all of the air bubbles out. I have lots of blue on my hands. So let's see. It's that one blue was just a hot mess. Kind of like me. And I thought I brought my wipes in here, but of course I probably didn't because that would be smart. Because I was painting in the living room last night, trying to get all of my daughter's stuff for her new office. And all of her artwork done, and all of and finishing the owl for Gavin last night. So I've got craft stuff spread everywhere. I did put my sewing machine away though. So kudos to me, right? What do you do? Oh, I like this green. This green will look good on here. Okay. Now when I get up in this area, I think I'm just going to do all of that white because there is really no way besides it being just a pain. And we don't want to do that. We don't want a pain. Make sure I get as close as I can. Okay, this seems to be getting dry. So we're going to go ahead and pull this up. Okay, put that back down. Make sure that this is all nice and down. And this has no air bubbles. Okay, now the fun begins. Let me get this out of here. And we're going to go for the white. Oh, no. Over on YouTube, they can see this big old pile of squeegees. Those are the words. I have a huge pile of squeegees over here that we have used tonight. Okay, I'm just trying to get my hands kind of cleaned off a little bit since I'm going to be going in for the white. I'm going to try really hard not to get blue. So let's do this puppy. And of course, I've used all of my multi-tool. Oh, this one's going to be a booger. All right, let's go with this. This and this one. This one is just a mini squeegee cut down. Okay. All right, here we go. Here we go, people. Here we go. All right, like I said, we are going to take this. Always keep this because that helps seal. And here we go. The fun stuff. Oh my gosh. I love this. Okay, and then I'm just going to go ahead and get the excess off. Now, I can leave that because it is the new paste formula. So I don't have to worry so much about it drying on me because it does take a little bit longer to dry. So then I can just kind of have fun. Just going to smush it around there. Make sure I get it all there. All right, now I gotta put this bad boy up here. Sorry guys, if you can't see, you just gotta get in these areas real quick. All right, now I'm gonna use the little mini squeegee and do that one little spot that comes right in on the end. It could have been nice to us and not put one in the word. Or I could have just deleted it, but you know. If it's there, I want to use it. Okay, here we are. Are we ready for the big reveal? Drum roll, please. Dun, 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 dun. I'm a nut. Dun, dun, I'm a nut. Oh my gosh. Don't even look at her butt. Look at this transfer. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me turn it around so that you guys can see it. I am totally in love. Trying to get it to where you guys can, oh, there's such a glare. Isn't that amazing? Never stop making wishes, guys. Oh my gosh. I'm going to try and that turned out so freaking amazing. So freaking amazing. And it's like nothing that we have to touch up or anything. It is perfect. So, okay, let me go move this in the other room because I do not want anything to get on it. Oh my gosh. Beautiful. That was flippin' gorgeous. Okay. I'm not patting myself on the back or nothing. I'm just telling you, dang. Beautiful. Beautimous. Okay, now the fun stuff. The fun stuff. Okay. Like I said, if it gets all crumbled up like this, it's not a big deal. Just carefully take it up. No bigs. See? Nice and easy. All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to put part of it in the water. And I do say part of it because it's going to take a couple of dunks to get this beast washed up. But it's still not bad. Now, if I had a utility sink, that would be like the bomb diggity, but I don't. So I am going to get my paper towel wet. And I'm just going to kind of water this down a little bit. And take off the excess paste. So see, you don't have to have a humongous area, even with these big transfers. Because I can totally get this big transfer clean. Now, I will tell you that this right here will probably stain. Because greens tend to do that. But it's being so nice to me tonight. There is a little discoloration right there. I'm just using my board eraser. I'm just going to do half of the transfer, and then I'm going to do the other half of the transfer. Makes it a little easier. Just kind of using my wet paper towel to loosen up the excess paste, and going in with my board eraser and washing up with my board eraser. Just like that. So, like I said, you can see a little bit of stainage right there. It's all good. I'm not worried about it. Just gonna dry that off. I'm gonna dry that up a little bit. I'm telling you, it's a good thing my keyboard has a cover on it, because I just kind of splashed it out a little. The joys of lives. If I can get up to, 1,000 subscribers on YouTube, then I can start using my phone, and then I won't have so much space going on YouTube. But then, well, no, I just have to get another mount because I have another phone that I can totally use. That'd be amazing. But, you know. Okay. So if you're over on YouTube and you like what you see, please make sure you give me a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit that bell so that you know when I go live. And if you're over on Facebook, make sure that you like and sprinkle me out to your friends, your groups, your non-friends, maybe. I don't know. Someone that you think is crafty. Someone that they think is crafty and you really want them to be crafty because they give you your stuff. They give you stuff and you're like, oh, Lordy, let me tell you. You don't even have to be crafty to do this. Anybody can do this. I have had 2-year-olds do this. Now, yes, the big ones are a little tricky, but anybody can do them. You just have to take your time. But definitely, like your buy-sell trade groups, your yard sale groups, all of those are great places to share me out. Ooh, I said that word. Great. I'll probably get flagged. Stupid algorithms anyway. Okay, now you'll see that there's a lot of white still on the dandelions because I need to wash the back. You always want to wash the back. And also because it is the new paste, it does stick a little bit more in. That's why they say to wash them right away. See, but look, I get the back and it's gone. But you want to make sure that you do all of the back, all of the front, and I will dunk this one more time, and then we'll wipe it all down once more. And then that'll be it. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. It just takes time and a little patience on these big ones, but I'm telling you, they are worth it. They are worth it because, oh my goodness. There we go. Because, I mean, look at the artwork we just created and how beautiful that is. Okay. These paper towels are shot. Going to wipe all this up, and then we're going to dunk this puppy one more time so that we can get all of the extra paste off. I'm going to come over here just because it's such a big one. It's just easier. This is our biggest size transfer. It is a E size transfer. It is an 18 by 24. The other one that we used earlier tonight was an 18 by 18. So we have gone all big transfers tonight because that is our next biggest transfer. So we got all the big ones tonight. All right, now that I've got it pretty well clean, I'm just going to wipe it up because you will get, like from the board eraser, you get kind of pieces of the board eraser come off as it breaks down. And so you want to make sure that you get all that up also. And all the water, all the excess paste. And you will see it's kind of faint, but you can see like right here, it's a little dark in the it's a little darker because of the blue stained it just a little bit. Our pigments are very highly, our pastes are very highly pigmented. So it's not unusual to get some staining. And as long as your silk screens are clean, it's not going to matter if there is some staining on your transfer. You just want to make sure that your silk screens are clean. Okay, so now I'm going to take a microfiber cloth. I'm going to go this way. This is our fuzzing towel. On the one side is where we fuzz. Oh, I'm so glad you love all of them, Nick. And then on this side is a microfiber. So I'm just going to take it and I'm going to dry this up. Ooh, there's some paste over here that we missed, which was on my fingers when I was lifting up the transfer. And I thought I got it, but it was still there. So there we go. It's all gone now. I am so glad you love these. And you guys, I love doing special orders. So anytime you guys have a special order, special request, something that you need for a gift, a room makeover, like what we're doing, a t-shirt, you name it, let me know. I am always open for special orders. Or else if you guys just want to shop, make sure you go to talkcouture.com/talkingwithcharlotte. And you guys can shop. If you become a club member, then you will get special shipping prices and also specials each month. Okay, see, now it's starting to get sticky. That means it's getting dry. So I want to make sure that I get this all wiped up before it gets too dry, because I've got it kind of crimped up there just because there's no space. But see, look at in this one little, probably what? I don't know, 16 by 18 area, I was able to clean an E-size transfer. So anybody can do it. Just don't let it grab your hair, because that really kind of hurts. All right, so it's starting to get pretty dry. It's getting sticky. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put it down like this, kind of line it up the best I can. See, it's getting really sticky now. Getting really sticky now. Okay, I'm going to bring it this way just a little bit more so that I can kind of see where I'm going with it. There we go. It's a little tiny bit off, but I'll stick it back in its bag once I know it's completely dry. And it'll be perfectly fine. There we go. All right, guys. So that is going to be it for tonight. I know I've got another one for Jordan to do, but Jordan's going to forgive me, and we're going to do that another night. I don't know about tomorrow, but probably Wednesday for sure. I should be back on unless something happens. I don't know. Because I know last week the migraines kind of got me. So barring no migraines, I should be on here on Wednesday. And so hopefully I will be back Wednesday. That's what we're shooting for anyways. Now we've got lots of squeegees that hopefully if I stick it in the kitchen, Hubs will have them clean for me, miraculously cleaned by the time I get up in the morning. Because, you know, he's up at 3 to go to work because he's such a good man. Anyways, all right, guys. Well, that is it for tonight. Like I said, remember, whenever's fine with you. Thank you, Jordan. Yes, we will definitely get it done next time. That's probably why I'm just not getting Easter done. It's like everybody in their makeovers because, you know, spring break, we gotta do what we can do on spring break, right? Because the kids have gone back to like 4 hours a day or something weird. 4 hours a day, so many times a week, you know, weirdness. But so anyways, well, thank you all so much for joining me tonight. I love you all, and I can't wait to see you on the next video. And like I said, don't forget to subscribe, hit the thumbs up, and I'll see you on the next video.